Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV2. This is my second channel. If you have any problems with any biblical terminology, or God, or Jesus, or Christ, or any terms like that, please check out my first channel, JITV, where I talk about a lot of the natural laws and truths of the nature of reality and things that can help you get out of the natural mind-body traps and problems without using any of those terminologies. Okay, so if you've been abused or neglected or mistreated or anything by people who use that terminology, okay, and claim that kind of stuff, but they have nothing to do with love, okay, check out JITV. Okay, on that channel, I discuss a lot about love, okay, and anti-love. There's two options for everything in reality is either love or anti-love, okay? So I'm going to make this try to explain this clearly. So, love, the things of love, they will bring joy, peace, contentment, kindness, self-control, peace, patience, and order, okay? Be orderly, and you know, not in a boring sense, but in a solid foundation sense. When you build a house, you don't want the foundation to be moving, right? Love is the solid foundation of love that we need to be building our houses on, which is our lives. Okay, we need to be basing our lives around love. We need to be training our minds to function from a state of love as opposed to the anti-love that it naturally wants to function from. Okay, our minds and our bodies are in a less than perfect condition. They would call it a fallen condition. Love is perfect, okay? And our minds and our bodies are not naturally functioning from a state of love, okay? They're greedy and selfish and envious. They are animalistic in nature, okay? They're simply animalistic in nature. Anyone wants to debate that or anything, go spend some time with some 2 or 3 year olds, because out of people between the ages of 2 and 18, 2 and 3 year olds are the most violent. Okay, they're the most violent because they're simply in their natural mind and body. Okay, I'm not saying that people inherently are dark-hearted on all of these things. I'm simply stating, if you want to get solutions and things, you have to start with what's true, right? And it's true that the natural state of our minds and our bodies are in a less than perfect, they're less than love, they are animalistic in nature, and they function from like a selfish me viewpoint, okay? And now you throw in the programming that we receive between the ages of 0 and 7, and you're functioning from all of that. Okay, so back to the love or anti-love. So your viewpoint and your mindset and all of these things are either love, functioning from the good things, or anti-love, functioning from all the bad things. Let me give a quick example of these. Are just like personality adjectives. So negative personality adjectives, I'll just simply list a few of them. Okay. Aggressive, angry, apathetic, disloyal, fickle, changing your mind, helpless, jealous, killjoy, know-it-all, lazy, materialistic, nervous, panicky, repulsive, rude, thoughtless, unpleasant, a wise guy, cynical. So all of those personality adjectives, and they can apply to all kinds of things, okay? Those would be what you get when you are functioning from anti-love, the things that go against love, okay? Your mindset, your viewpoint, your life lens is what I say, like how you look at life, through what lens you look at life. If you are using anti-love, which is the natural standard, don't need to be ashamed, don't need to be guilty, the natural standard order of our mind and our body are animalistic in nature, okay? They go against love, okay? Because love is far superior, the most high, and perfect, okay? So when you have love, you would have, if you're functioning from love, here are some good qualities, right? You have appropriate leadership, the capability to be a leader and not to cower and be afraid or to be selfish and self-righteous. You know, you can lead. Leadership is an important ability to have, and the best leadership comes from a good love lens of reality, okay? Because you care about other people. You care about other people and not just how things are going to look for you. It's not a selfish leadership. Okay? So leadership, creativity, good communication, honesty, integrity, optimism, emotional intelligence, humility, humor, compassion, self-awareness, passion, you deeply care about things or have the capability, curiosity, you're curious about things, problem solving, you're empathetic and ambitious, okay? So I usually say if you're functioning from love, the fruits of love are joy, peace, contentment, kindness, self-control, patience, and orderliness, okay? Everything's not so confused where you can't function, okay? Because when you have anxiety, literally a lot of the time it keeps you in this fight or flight response, and you can't think about tomorrow. You literally are functioning for the minute, every minute, in an insane stressful response of what's happening. How can that be orderly when you think you're getting ready? Basically, a lot of the anxiety tricks you into thinking that you're going to die. It's like you're not going to be around for 2 years, or if you think about you're being around for 2 years, it stresses you out because you don't see an end to the misery of the anxiety and the depression that's happening, okay? So we can function from love that brings those things, or anti-love that brings the other things. And what I was trying to say was we have to use our free will to choose to function from love. We have to use our free will to examine our lives and the things that are happening and the things that we have done, and examine our brain and how it's functioning, and be honest with ourselves to see if we might be believing something that's not true. Because a huge portion of our problems that we have, it comes from believing some type of a lie, okay? And that lie has gotten in at a very young age. Something that's not true. It's not based in really truth, okay? That you believe that it's not based in truth, and therefore it's not love, okay? Because love and truth are interchangeable terms. So our anxiety, our problems, our depressions, our mood instability, and things like that, they come when we start to get further away from love and truth, okay? The further away from love and truth you get, the more confusing and chaotic and out of control and insane and what people would generally call bad, okay? They'll just call it bad. Good is of love, and bad is the anti-love, okay? Your brain likes to create patterns, okay? Our mind and our body, like I said, are animalistic in nature. You can see how people use Pavlov's dog a lot of the time. So, like, you can see how easy it is to train a dog, okay? Our minds and our bodies are doing that, especially if you have no conscious awareness of how your mind and your body actually function, okay? Because they don't teach that in schools. They don't teach you how your mind and your body function in schools. Does anyone wonder why you go to school for 12 years and they can't even spend a year teaching people how our mind and our body actually operate and function? Okay? That there's love and there's anti-love, and there's good and there's things that aren't good. It's because we're in a type of inversion. Okay? Earth is called inversion land. Okay? And it's getting more so all of the time. And that's why you see people getting more and more unhealthy, okay? The further away from love and truth you get, you spiral down away from love and truth, okay? And it becomes the opposite of orderly, the opposite of peaceful, the opposite of content, the opposite of joy, okay? Because love and truth bring those things. So if you are going further and further away from love and truth, okay, you are getting further and further away from what we want as humans, okay, what we would say with our words that we want. We want the joy, peace, contentment, happiness, self-control, peace, and patience, okay? self-oppression is not self-control, okay? Because you can deny yourself and reject different things, that does not mean that you have self-control, okay? It's just like if you're forcing a person to do something versus that person is willingly doing the things that you're asking of them, okay? They're going to be a much better and smoother and totally different operation when someone's doing something because it's out of their free will, okay? Now, when people are functioning from a state of bondage and oppression, okay, it's like strict and there's no room for wiggle room, and you can't really improve because improvement comes from more knowledge and, okay, self-oppression. Just because you're hanging on and you're white-knuckling things, it does not mean that you have self-control, okay? If you want self-control and peace and joy and all of those things, you have to identify in your mind that you're not functioning from a state of love, okay? Your mind and your body is not functioning from a state of love, okay? And just by acknowledging that, or now that you know, okay, if there's love and there's anti-love, right? If those are the two options, right? So then every decision and every thought you have, when it comes in, you can look and see, like, is that a thought that's functioning from love, or is it functioning from the anti-love, the oppression, the chaos, in the lies, okay? So is this thought that came into my head, is this a true thought, or is this a lie, or is this not really true? So I'm going to do this in a shorter format right away. And so basically the gist of that is like love or anti-love. And what is love? It's the joy, peace, contentment, kindness, self-control, peace, and patience. The anti-love is confusion, despair, oppression, shame, guilt, rage, jealousy, lust, envy, okay? All of those things are anti-love. They go against love. If you are using condemnation as a tool to keep you on the straight and narrow and keep you in line, and you're using the condemnation that's in your ear, that's the thing that is inside of you that is condemning you, if you are listening to that and you are trying to use that to order and operate your life from, that is the problem that you are having. You cannot function from condemnation as motivation, okay? That will never bring you joy, peace, contentment, happiness, self-control, peace, or patience, okay? Operating from condemnation is enslavement and bondage, and that is what love came to set you free from, okay? Because condemnation is not what we should be functioning from. We should be functioning from a place of love, which comes from love of others and joy and peace and all of those things, okay? So if you identify that you are not functioning from love, then you can identify that you are functioning from envy, lust, greed, guilt, shame, any of those things. And there is your problem. Okay, psychology doesn't want to tell you that. Okay, plenty of people, they don't want to tell you that. Not necessarily some of them that they don't, but they don't know. They don't know because they're rejecting the basic brass tacks at the root problem of humans having our mind and our body, okay, that are in animalistic format against our spirit, life force, energy, soul of love, okay? They're rejecting that truth, okay? So if you are building something on, you're building a whole foundation on something, the foundation is a lie, okay? They're saying that just some people are sick. Just some people are sick and having problems. Everybody in a body is having the problem of our mind and our body being animalistic in nature, okay? And it goes against love, our spirit, life force, energy of love, okay? Here's the problem. God is love, okay? At the brass tack root of all of the problems, our mind and our body are naturally in this condition functioning against love, which is God, okay? So that is the whole reason, the whole focus on why they say you have to be born again, okay? Being born again is realizing that the information that I'm telling you is true. It's true. The information about our mind and our body being in a less than perfect condition, and it operates against love. It's selfish and greedy and all of these things. You aren't sick. It's like not you or you have these sicknesses. This is human nature. This is the root of what a human is. Okay? Our mind and body are animalistic in nature. They function against love. In order to be born again, you have to acknowledge that that's true and accept that you need help. And you can't fix it yourself. That your mind and your body, they can't fix it. They can't do it. Okay? Only love can fix your problems. Okay? If you allow love in to clean you up and push you up and clean all that other stuff out, all that stuff that you're doing that, you know, trying to get attention from people or trying to get love from people, and these people, they don't even have love to give you, okay? If someone doesn't have something to give, they can't give it to you. So if the other people around you, they aren't functioning from a place of love, okay, they can't give you love. We don't have to go to other humans for love, okay? That's the whole thing about it, that the world wants you to think that you need love from other people, so that way they can put conditions on the love, and then they can attempt to make you function the way they want you to function in order to get the love, okay? Love is unconditional, okay? It's not a condition. There's nothing that you can do better than someone else or more than someone else that would make you earn more love. Okay, love is unconditional. Love is to all of the soul-based living, all of the souled individuals, which is anyone who has the capacity to understand love. If you understand love and you know love and you have the capacity to give love and receive love and all of those things, even if you're very far removed because the world is pretty awful, you are a souled individual and you belong to the Most High God, okay? The God that came here in the form of Jesus, okay? To bring us the gift we need of love, to frequency of the Holy Spirit to overcome the nature of the world and the mind and the body, okay? And then there's other things that people don't like to talk about, so I'm just going to leave it at that for now. So you have to accept that your mind and your body are in less than perfect form, choose love with your free will, and then start to reform your life lens of how you look at life. Once you realize that love and truth are the same thing, then when a lie comes in and it starts to tell you something to try and manipulate you and tell you you're not good enough or you're not loved or any of these things that come in and they try and lie, you can battle that when you have the truth. You say, no. So a lie comes in, and now you know the truth, right? Which is love, which is joy, peace, contentment, kindness, self-control, peace, or patience that got brought here for us as a gift, okay? It's just like if you're a parent, right? And you tell your kid not to drink and drive, right? Your kid drinks and drives and they get in an accident, okay? They have to deal with the repercussions of their actions, whether you want them to or not, right? Your children have to deal with the repercussion of their actions, of doing what you told them not to do, okay? You told them not to do that because you knew the consequences, the potential consequences of their action, and you love them, and you're trying to look out for them. But they still went against it. Now they still have to deal with the consequences of their actions. But you, as a loving parent, can be there for them and have set aside some money for a lawyer or whatever, or you can go find one, or you can do whatever to help your child through the consequences of their poor decision, okay? That is what God did, okay? He sent Jesus here with the life is in the blood to help us deal with the consequences of our actions, okay? Our mind and our body are less than perfect that go against love. That is the consequences of our actions are that. We're in an animalistic format with our spirit, life, force, soul, energy of love being dominated by a lesser force, which is the anti-love. The anti-love is dominating the love, when in reality, love is the superpower. Love is the most high. Love is the strongest. And by bringing the Holy Spirit here, the frequency of love and life here, for everybody and anybody who wants to choose love over the anti-love, to sync up with and hook up with, and it gives us power and starts to put the dominionship back with love, okay? Love being dominating over the anti-love, okay? And that is the nature of reality. That's why it seems it's an inversion, okay? When you look at things, all of the systems that are set up here, they function against love. All of the systems, they are not functioning from a place of love, okay? Our minds and our bodies are not functioning from a place of love, but we know what love is, right? And we have love, and we can experience love, and we can give love. We know what love is as souled individuals, okay? These are the consequences of our actions. But just like any good parent, God did not leave you out in the cold to deal with all of this on your own. He came here in the form of Jesus to bring the Holy Spirit, which is the truth revealer and the helper and the teacher, okay? So when you feel it in you, and if you understand these things, then you'll start to notice what's love and what's not love. And you'll start to, you can't be in two places at one time, right? So it's like, if you're in love, you can't be in anti-love, right? So what you're doing is you're using your free will to choose love, and you're building your strength of love, just like working out in the gym, just like building a muscle. And when love is here, the anti-love can't come in, okay? So what you're attempting to do is to fill your whole being, your mind, your body, your spirit, life force, energy. You want to be as full of love, okay, as you possibly can, because when the love is there, the anti-love can't be there. It's the nature of reality. It is a basic natural law. When you walk into a room and you flip the light switch on, okay, the darkness goes away. When the light is there, the darkness has to go away, okay? Fear, depression, anxiety, mood instability, all these different things, okay? They are the darkness. When you turn on a light switch, the darkness has to go away, okay? Choosing love with your free will, okay? Starting to acknowledge and seek to understand these things. Choosing love with your free will kick the darkness away, okay? When you're smiling and laughing and joyful, you can't be bitter and angry and all of those things, okay? This is coming from a person. I've been experiencing chronic pain for 16 years. I have spinal cord lesions, and I had to have a spinal cord or a spine fusion when I was 27, okay? I have been experiencing chronic pain every single day for 16 years, okay? I'm thankful because it pushed me to the understanding and the knowledge of what I now know and what I'm now attempting to explain and share with other people, okay? So it's the basic understanding of the nature of reality, okay? Because when you know and you understand, then it makes things more tolerable, because when you know and you understand, and we're dealing with the repercussions of our actions, but we're not alone. We're not left out here on our own. It looks like we're alone, but we're not really alone. And there's a solution for the problem, and that the solution, the world and these systems and all of this inversion that we're in is going to be fixed, okay? Every single person is going to have the option to choose love or anti-love, okay? Love or anti-love. And it's going to be corrected. So then you get into the promises. Once you understand that this is the truth and the nature of reality, you'll start to see everything that goes against the knowledge of love, okay? And I'm going to call that one good, and much love and many thanks, and I love you. Thank you.